I'm Randy Reed, editor of the EdisonReport, and I am pleased to be in New York at the 50th anniversary of the IES New York City Lumen Gala. And I am joined by Nathalie Rozot. And Nathalie, you have won a citation for a humanitarian award. And I've interviewed several award winners, but I've never interviewed anyone for a humanitarian award. And I must say, what you are doing, or what you have done, is remarkable. Most of the awards that I talk to people about are about beauty. Yours is about saving lives. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I think actually it's about beauty as well.
Okay.
Well, I must say I was very happy that the committee recognized that this project is also a lighting design project.
Yes.
And those projects are very much needed currently in the world. There are many places where we can intervene. So it's really the kind of project that I'm hoping we'll see a lot more of in the coming years.
So let's discuss it. It's in Haiti.
Yes.
And what was the issue, and how did you help them?
Well, I'll give you a little bit of background first. I was interested in lighting in informal settlements for many years before I landed on this project, quite coincidentally, because I was working with a French organization called Lighting Designers Without Borders. And when I went to the site with them, the local nonprofit they worked with asked if we could actually address an exterior lighting issue in the informal settlements of Port-au-Prince. So this project was almost a dream come true, because it was a problem I had analyzed already, and basically Focal, the local group, wanted to provide exterior lighting for the communities, which are serving about 50,000 people, because they realized after a survey with Doctors Without Borders that a lot of health casualties would...
Doctors Without Borders or Lighting Designers Without Borders?
Doctors Without Borders and the local organization, Focal, realized that a lot of people had health casualties that were due to falls.
Right.
And the falls were due to the lack of light. And therefore, Focal was launching an electrification project. And what I convinced them to do was to take the lighting outside of the grid, maybe wire to the grid later on if the grid actually worked. I thought it wouldn't, and as I predicted, it doesn't.
Okay.
So that's how we agreed to address the problem with solar lighting.
Okay, and there are three distinct areas, if I'm right: street lights, building interiors, and what is the third?
It's not exactly three locations. What it is three spatial configurations.
Okay.
It's almost like there are three scales of spaces.
All right.
One is the public spaces, and in those we put solar street lights.
Okay.
Then there is one of the most used areas is the pathways within the settlements, and those can be 10 feet wide or 2 feet wide. They can be paved or not. And in those, I suggested to use solar kits, which are systems that are normally intended for building interiors, but were a great solution because it's very flexible, and it allowed us to put a lot more fixtures at a lower cost than we would have otherwise. And the third scale is portable lights, that so that people can have light in their house. And we worked with the local cultural center so that those lights are distributed with on a loan-based system, just like books. Okay. Kids can borrow books from the library, and then they can also borrow lights.
Vandalism, any problem with people stealing the lights?
No, very little. I would say maybe out of the nearly 500 fixtures that we put out there, 2 or 3 were stolen, but that's because we worked with the local communities, and we let them decide where the fixtures were going to go. So there had to be a consensus, and the residents selected the locations and contributed to the installation of the fixtures.
Well, Nathalie, good for you for the work that you do. I really am very happy to bring this to our audience. And if the Edison Report can ever help you with publicity on your work, please let us know.
Thank you. I will certainly take you up on that.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nathalie. Appreciate it.